you know that snaps are quite easy to put on? All you need is one of these, oh, and a snap kit, and you too can do it. I'll show you how, coming up. Hey, Chanel here, bringing you weekly videos to help you get better and better with your fashion sewing and be more creative too. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. So you ever noticed in the stores where there's garments with snaps on it and you wonder, how do they get those on there? But you, as a sewer or anybody, can actually easily put these on. You don't have to have the right, you have to have little tools, but you don't have to have like a big tool machine to put these cool little snaps on. This was a little shirt that I upcycled years ago, and I cut it off and put this really pretty lace. I stole this from one of my skirts, and it already had all the snaps on it, little pearlescent snaps, and I just thought this was the cutest little top, and put lace on the sleeves, and didn't want to throw that one away. So also, this is a really cool shirt with snaps on it. Now this is a leather, and the snaps went through here too. This would probably be a little harder to do. They probably need a stronger machine on there. But snaps are quite easy to do. Here's a men's jacket with snaps up on the collar. So if you notice, there's snaps everywhere. There's also little button snaps too. Don't get those confused. But if you go into your local fabric store, you go down the notions aisle, right past the buttons, you'll usually see packages that look like this. These are heavy-duty snaps, and this is actually the refill snaps, because there's always another one next to it that says snap kit, and it's all the snaps, usually a little less, like there's 7 sets here, there might be like 5 sets plus the kit, and the kit is just generally some little metal pieces in there, and then you need a really good hammer. So here's another snap. This is the whole kit. This is like from the 80s. I remember I made a blue dress that had snaps going all the way down it. I think it had like fringe on it or something. Can't remember. But I remember, like, I love these little anchor snaps. And also, I mean, snaps come in all different colors too. So you'll have, oh, here's another little snap I had was, I think this is the one that might have been on that, I had a fringe one because I wouldn't have put anchor ones on a Western looking dress. I can't remember that one, but that's a long time ago. This one was probably on my little fringe one, so it had that little Western thing to it. And then they also, I didn't get these ready, but I had, there were silver snaps, and I know like these come in silver, they come in white, might be black, so there's all different colors. And then every once in a while you'll see, if it's something trendy, you'll see decorative snaps in there. So there's a lot of easy to do snaps, and you can do it. Pretty simple. The one tip I would say before I show you my tips on how to do it is to do a couple practices and plan for it too, because after you do a few, then you kind of get the rhythm of it, and then you'd also just want to, don't put it right on your garment, because you got to put holes in things sometimes, and then you really can't get them out. So it's not like a button, you can replace it. So just really practice. Also, mark your garment first, make sure you know where all the snaps are going, and then really think about like which ways, sideways, and all that, because I've made all the mistakes. I've put the snaps on backwards, I've done it all. So now I'm going to show you how to put on the snaps. All right, we're going to start with these little anchor snaps. This is the actual kit. This is an old one, but all their kits still look the same. It came with just that little tool, and it has the directions on the back. Usually the directions are just on the back of the kit part. The refills, not so much. So what we're going to do first is start with the a piece of fabric, a double piece with a piece of interfacing in this. I have a fusible interfacing there, because usually you're putting snaps on like a facing or some kind of band or something, so you got to have 2 layers. So we're going to put the snap on in the direction you want it, and this has an anchor on it, so I want to make sure it goes straight up. And what I'm going to do is just put the prongs through the back. In case I didn't show you what that looked like, those are the prongs in there. So you just put them back, put them through the fabric like that. Those little sharp points. I stab yourself, it's not a big deal. Then you got to put this little piece here, the receiver, on in the right direction. That's where the grooves go here. So I'm just going to put them that way. And then put this on the table. I've got a cutting board underneath here on the strongest part of my table. And then I'm going to take the tool and put it over it, right there, and then just hit it with the hammer. Like that. And the first one is on, right there. Then I need to do the outie part. Not sure what that's called. And I'll make it snap onto this part here. So the under piece looks like this one with the little prongs, and then I'll just put it behind this piece of fabric where it's going to snap to it. Put the prongs through, and put the this base over like that. Make sure it's on there. Put it on the table, and then this little tool has a rivet in the inside, so you just make sure so you don't crush that prong. Hit that. You don't smash it too much. And that's the receiver part, and then we see if this fits. Sometimes they can get damaged and they won't fit. Yep. There we go. One successful snap. So it snaps out like that. There you go. That's why you gotta make sure you have a strong, sturdy interfacing. Okay, now I'll show you the next snap. All right, now we're going to do the heavy-duty snaps, and there are no directions on the back of this one because this is not the kit. In the kit, it's been quite a while since I've done these. I think it was these pieces. There's one that's a hole cutter right there. You just hammer it to get a hole, and then this pushes down on the other part of it. It crushes the metal, and then this is a holder that you put the snap in. You can see it's been pretty abused. That's from this hitting that right there. So I used to make a lot of dresses with all these snaps in it. All right, so first we also have 4 pieces here. This is the top part right here. It goes inside there. It's the receiver. This one's the outie, the innie and the outie. And this one goes in this way and then holds down this, because this is the part that snaps into that part. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a piece of fabric here somewhere. Oh, right there. I got interfacing in it, and then we're just gonna start putting this in. So first off, you got to know where your snaps are going to be. So let's say it was going to be here. You would probably hopefully have marks on them. Then I'm going to put a hole in the middle of here, and again, you want interfacing, especially because these are heavy duty. I'm going to create a little hole in my fabric right there, and then I'm going to put my top part through. It's right there. I'm going to put the receiver part here, right there, and then I'm going to put my snap in that little groove there. I'm going to take my hammer tool right here, press it on top of that, and then I'm going to hammer that. Get those prongs down really well. I've smashed my fingers so many times before. There's this first snap. A little bit crushed here. You could put a little piece of fabric on there too. So there's that part. Now we got to get the other part. So we'd find out where the other part goes. Let's say it's going to be right about here. Obviously you'd put it on the other side of the garment. You put a hole through here. Got the hole there. Then this goes here, so we want this part to be on the receiving part here, like that. So make sure the prong part goes up and out. So you really have to think about how all this goes together. I would do a few samples, and then and you kind of get the groove of it. And then, so now I have that right there. I put this over. Again, I have it underneath my metal piece here. And I use this tool to crush the, hopefully you can see that. I'll pick this up here. It's going to crush that little metal part there. Okay, I'm going to put that over that. And then I hit that. Ooh, close call. There we go. Okay, both snap pieces are on. Test it. Not snapping. Ta-da! Didn't quite snap, so I'm going to crush these down a little bit more. It might be hitting the metal part in there. You can see this one didn't go down quite evenly. There we go. Let's see, hopefully that fixed it. There we go. Snaps on right there. So you got to make sure that these get crushed enough here. You don't have to obliterate them, but but they got to get crushed in there. So there is that snap. So you just have to basically read the directions on the kit part, and then and also if you end up buying a lot of refills, always save the back of your kit part too, and keep your tools from, you know, don't lose your tools. So those are the 2 snaps. Well, there you have it. 2 snaps, workable snaps. Fun to make. Put little holes in your clothes, but make sure you put them in the right spot. Anyway, so if you got something valuable out of today, you learned something, please give me a thumbs up. And also, if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. And I'll see you in the next Sew Bit.